many cool stuff you get to do.
You and I have different definitions of fun.
You played this deck once. I know you played it.
I did play the deck.
You were playing Brainstorms instead of Chalices, but
yeah.
Baleful Strix is a fun card.
It is.
Nobody can disagree with that.
So, I know you've played different... I like to say you're the slow combo deck player.
Yeah.
You've played Elves. You've played Enchantress.
Yep, 43 lands.
40.
Alurin.
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
What about these decks appeals to you in the Legacy format?
Well, I like to have a deck that's good against the best players in the room, and the best players in the room tend to play like a Brainstorm deck, a Rug Delver, Stoneblade, Deathblade, Shardless Bug, stuff like that. And the decks that I prefer to play are like you said, slower combo decks that can grind out a control deck relatively easily, like the card draw engines in like Blue-Green Enchantress or in Commonwealths or something like that.
Your deck had
outdraw, 8
Planeswalkers.
Yeah, 8 Planeswalkers. Yeah, and Chalice of the Void turns off half their deck. You know, but the card advantage that you can gain from those decks can just grind out any control deck. Like the Enchantress engine is much more powerful than a card draw engine than any blue deck can handle.
Yes.
Symbiote Elvish Visionary, it's more powerful than any control deck can do.
You played your own Elvish Visionary in this deck.
I didn't drop Elvish Visionary. I dropped the other guys, but not Elvish Visionary. He's my favorite. They can just grind out the control decks, and I can just usually just have very good matchups against the best players in the room.
Awesome.
And I'll lose to
me,
Mongo playing combo deck, or you, What's the difference? But yeah, I'll lose to like the Storms, the Belchers, the Tin Fins, whatever, like fast combo decks. They're like a turn and a half faster than myself, and I'm willing to accept that. Except recently, like just there's so many people playing Storm right now, and there's so many people playing.
Show and Tell,
Dream Halls. Yeah, those decks are just too fast for me. I don't want to be playing a slow combo deck. And however, Chalice of the Void is absurdly good right now. Like it's better.
It always is.
Yeah, it's always pretty good, but I think right now it's better than it's been. Like since I can remember.
It is very difficult to play a deck without 1-drops.
Right.
And justify it.
Yeah, and Chalice of the Void's a great card, but the Chalice of the Void decks aren't great decks. They're inconsistent piles that you either win or lose on your opening 7. So I wanted to build the most consistent possible Chalice deck I could.
Yeah.
And so I came to Caleb Durwood's deck from like 6 months ago that he won an open in Cincinnati with. I think it was Cincinnati. Yeah. So he won an open in Cincinnati. He had some interesting ones in there. But they were like good for that particular metagame. But he didn't have enough Chalices, so I just changed the deck around. I talked to him a lot on Facebook. And figured out how I'd build that deck into a Chalice deck. So the shell is very similar to Caleb's deck from 6 months ago, like even down to like the 3 Darkslick Shores. You know, like a lot of the decisions are similar. But like I had this Doctor Sword package, which is fantastic. Like there are so few decks in Legacy that can interact with that. It's absurd. You know, like I had a Jund matchup earlier today where he just 2-for-1'd me down to nothing but lands, Doctor, and Sword, and he just died. There's nothing he could do. He pulsed like 5 of my tokens, and then I made 6 more, and he died. You know, so like it's a really resilient plan B, and it's got a super powerful plan A that a lot of decks just completely fold to. I just turn 1 Chalice, you're dead. Next game. So. Yep.
Saw you on camera quite a bit.
I did get quite a few camera matches. Lots of burn. I played burn 3 times, or red-based aggro decks 3 times yesterday, and I was like, I know I'm just gonna play against burn today and just get crushed. I'll go turn 1 Chalice, and then they'll go Riftbolt, and that actually happened in game 1. You guys didn't get to see it. But,
we saw your first one. We only
I went turn 1 Chalice, took 2 from my tomb, and then he went Riftbolt, Magma Jet, Fire Blast to kill you for lethal. I had to I'd fetch land, a Force of Will, and then 2
no drop, still die.
And that's 20. Yeah, he had 1 card left in his hand, and it was 1/1 chop. So but
congratulations.
Thank you.
I obviously plan on continue playing this deck.
Oh yeah, you'll see me next week in Columbus playing the same deck.
All right.
The changes I made since last time.
Ancient Grudges.
Yeah, go ahead. See if it. I mean. Yeah, but the Lodestone Golems I think really helped the Storm matchup a lot.
Awesome.
JD said he beat Storm 3 times today.
Yeah.
With it, and I was worried about the Storm matchup. But I never
another
played
one
it,
of your friends, John Douglas.
Yeah, John
also
Douglas
played the deck.
Yeah, he played the deck too, and he didn't do too well, but he beat Storm 3 times over the day. So I'm pretty happy about that too. I think that's good news for me. So.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Yep. Thanks again.
All right, and we'll be back to wrap things up.